Hey everybody, it's Daniel here from Mobile Syrup, and here is the HTC Flyer, HTC's first tablet, Android tablet. It's a 7-inch device, and it's running Android 2.3 Gingerbread with Sense 2.1 for tablets, which is an alternate version of Sense 3.0, but kind of customized and made pretty for tablet use. It's got this N-Trig pen here, supporting screen capture, so you just take the pen and you touch it anywhere on the screen and it'll take a snapshot, then you can type on it hello. So I'll show you that in just a minute, but first let's take a look at the hardware. On the bottom of the device we have a micro USB port here. It looks a little bit weird, but it will take your regular micro USB cables to charge, which is nice. On the left hand side it's naked except for these 3 capacitive touch buttons. Now you don't have a search button here, but like the Incredible S, it will alternate positions depending on whether you're in landscape or portrait mode, which is nice. And you'll see this is the pen button here, and we'll show you that in just a sec. On the top of the device we have a 3.5mm jack and a power button, and on the right hand side a volume rocker. On the back of the device there is a 5-megapixel camera without a flash, and the quality is not that great, but will do in a pinch. There's stereo speakers here, nice addition, and as well you can actually remove the top of the device just like that, and that will give you access to the micro SD card rather, and there is no SIM card slot here. This is a Wi-Fi only device, so you just snap that top portion back in like so. Okay. Let's turn it on, take a look. You see here there is, I can't show you that unfortunately because it's got low battery. Let me just plug this in really quickly so I can show you the home screen. Okay, so there's the home screen. You see you have, like Sense 3.0, the 4 customizable icons there. So let's show you how to use that. Just take the mail icon, drag it into the circle, and there you have the mail button. The Mail app rather. So the Mail app is a tablet optimized app. In portrait mode you have your multi-touch enabled single pane look and view, and when you turn it on its side you get a multi-pane view where you can scroll on the left and then interact on the right. So that's very cool, and you can reply right in the app like that. The keyboard has been adjusted for tablet as well, but it's basically the same HTC keyboard that we know and love. As well, the notification bar has been altered as well. You can see that it's divided like in Sense 3.0 into the quick settings and the regular notifications, but just like with the Mail app, it divides into 2 panes when you put it in landscape mode. So that's very cool. That's the Mail app. Now if we go back to the home screen, you'll see that this is a 3D looking effect. You see the very famous camera animation, or sorry, the weather animations there. So you click on the weather app and it goes right into that very cool famous HTC weather application. Looks really nice. You can get your local weather, alarm clock, etc. So that's about that. And you have your different options here: timer, stopwatch, alarm, and bedside mode, as well as tomorrow's weather, for example. So lots of good 3D effects here. This is running a 1.5 gigahertz single core processor, 1 gig of RAM. It's got 16 gigabytes of internal storage, 5 megapixel camera on the back, 1.3 megapixel camera on the front, and a 7-inch 1024 by 600 touchscreen. And it also has that N-Trig digitizer here, which allows this capacitive stylus to interact with it, which is very cool, and I'll show you that in just a moment. You have this permanent bar on the bottom, and what that'll do is it allows you kind of quick access to these 3 apps. This is not customizable, but it is very handy for those tablet optimized apps that are preloaded on here. And you also have your app bar at the bottom, which is very much like your regular HTC Sense app bar. It's a very similar experience. You have your frequent, you have your downloaded, and to be honest, it's great. I think it suits the tablet interface very well, and considering that this is so easy to hold in one hand, as an e-reader, this is fantastic. So let's go into the Reader app just to show you. This is powered by Kobo. The store is powered by Kobo, but you will have to have an Adobe DRM account. So even though I am a Kobo member, when I tried to log in, you actually have to log in to your Adobe DRM account as well, and I don't know that, so I wasn't able to download my books. But let's go into the preloaded ones. So I'll show you here the Alice in Wonderland. You see those cool page turning effects, and you also have that. You have your different settings here. You can adjust your font size. You can actually highlight stuff, which is very neat. You have the ability to bookmark as well as search. So a very comprehensive app. This is actually powered by Kobo as well as the store. So you have that. You have those features there that you'd expect from a regular e-reader. You also have your Market, which is very similar to the one on the phone, and that will allow you to download all of those phone applications. Unfortunately, you can't download honeycomb optimized tablet applications on here, but most phone applications work just great. So the Notes app is also something I wanted to show you. You see here, you can use this pen to interact with the screen. So I can type hello, and I can change it to a highlight, for example, and I can highlight it, or if I press the back button here and I hold it down, I can actually erase what I've written. There's lots of cool pen tips. For example, you can adjust different tips as well as colors. Haven't really gotten the hang of this yet, but there you go. So it's actually very responsive. It's more responsive than the iPad, I think, when it comes to touch, because of the digitizer and the fact that this is actually communicating directly with the screen rather than just taking the input of a kind of a capacitive object. It's actually transmitting data through this tip, which is very cool. This also plugs directly into Evernote, so you can take a written note like this, but you can also record. You can take a photo here as well. So this will show you the photo app. Again, very similar to the one, actually identical to the one on the phones. You take a photo like that. As I said, quality is not great, but it'll do the job in a pinch. And you also have the ability to shoot video. So I'll show you that as well. Let's go to the camera app here. You can see some of the settings. You have 5 megapixels, all the normal features that you'd want to see in the video mode. You have the ability to shoot 720p video, which is nice. You can record audio or not. Similarly, you can turn this around and you can use the front-facing camera, and that is doesn't give you the resolution, but it's 1.3 megapixels there. So that's that. You also have HTC Watch, which is HTC's movie rental and purchase store. Also 2-pane like this. You can buy movies for $20, some cheaper, some $14, some $10. You can also rent them for $3.99, $4.99. That will give you 48 hours to watch them. Very cool. Lots of stuff being added every week, and some of them are really inexpensive. So some of the older movies, like Demolition Man, for example, you can click on that. You can watch a preview. You can rent it. You can buy it. You can also share it straight onto Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, whatever you want. So all the widgets that you're used to on an HTC phone, that's right there built into the application. Quick access to all of those widgets that you're used to. You have Friend Stream, for example. You can load your Twitter and Facebook right on there. So what is the pen good for other than taking notes? Well, you can actually touch it right on the screen whenever you want. So say you see something cool on the internet, you can then say cool. And you can then share with your friend. You can upload it to Google Plus, to Mail, Flickr, Facebook, whatever you like. It's actually something that I use quite a bit, more so than I thought I would. Let's go right into the settings. You see, you can personalize kind of a lot of the features for the pen. Pen history, you can set that to remember. Auto launch the scroll mode when you tap the screen, you can turn that on or off. You can personalize this just like on a phone. You can customize your lock screen. You can edit the shortcuts, for example. So say you want to load the camera instead of the calendar, or the camcorder rather, you can do that. You can set your different widgets and go from there. So lots of very cool features. As I said, it's not a honeycomb tablet, so you're losing a lot of those advanced functionalities that Google has built in to Honeycomb. Keep that in mind when you purchase this. This is a $500 investment. The Galaxy Tab 10.1 is going to be $500 for the 16 meg version when it comes out. This is, I think, great for students, people who are going back to school. This is a great opportunity for you to take this to class, maybe buy a wireless keyboard for it, and then use the pen to jot down notes, freeform notes, pictures, whatever you want. You can also record audio on this. So for somebody who is going to university, I think this is going to be a very well-rounded tablet. It can operate as an e-reader, as a movie watcher, as a general tablet. The internet browser on this is fantastic, and it's a little bit different to the one that we're used to, but it's very, very much like the HTC tablet that we know. Sorry, the HTC browser that we know. It's very quick. This 1.5 gigahertz processor, even though it's single core, you really won't notice any slowdown. That's because the gig of RAM keeps things humming along very smoothly. You can see over Wi-Fi the Mobile Syrup site loads up extremely fast. Though I don't have Flash built in, I don't have Flash downloaded, this definitely does support Flash. So you can watch Flash movies and they're of excellent quality just like that. You can also, sorry, I got it out of that, but you can also save an RSS feed, which is very cool. So if a site has an RSS feed, you can actually save it right from your browser, and then it'll show you all the news over here on the left hand side. So there's another news application that I haven't shown you yet. So you have GPS built in here, so you can do turn-by-turn navigation for free, which is great. That's a big bonus. You just have to preload all of the maps, however, because this doesn't have 3G. But Locations has the ability to cache a lot of stuff beforehand, so you can download your maps onto the device straight from the internet before you leave on your vacation, and then go from there. So I'm downloading Canada. It's going to take me 500 megs. I'm going to say OK. Storage is not really an issue here either. If we go into storage, you'll see that there is about 8.9 gigs of total storage, and 3.72 gigs of available space, and then the rest is used by the OS. So you do have 16 gigs built in, but it's not all accessible to you. It's got the requisite kind of features there. Sorry, I'm not going to show you my synced accounts, but you have the ability to add Exchange, Facebook, Flickr, Google, Mail, Twitter. All of the regular applications that you're used to will work great on here. So that's a quick look at the HTC Flyer. This is available now for $4.99, and that includes the digitizer pen. And thanks for watching, and read the review at mobilesyrup.com. Bye guys.